Hello everyone, this is Sunil and I wish everyone having good time. In today's demo class, we will talk about SharePoint migration and we are going to perform network file migration, and that is going to be for SharePoint Online or for a OneDrive. Now let's jump into the limitation part of this. Uh, so if we are migrating from a file server to the SharePoint Online or OneDrive, we can migrate up to 250 gigabyte. Apart from this, if we have any other cloud platform, we have a limitation of 15 gigabyte. As you could see, Google, Dropbox, Ignite, and Box itself. Now, if somebody would like to get more uh, details about it, I will share the link in the description that you can go through anytime. Now, without wasting time, let's jump into the lab and we will perform this network file share migration. Now, let me share this first, the uh, file share that I have. I have this file share desktop. I have on this, and I have a folder migration, and inside of this I have a single file which is a PDF file of 1 KB. Because of this is for testing and for demo purpose, I have kept it only for 1 KB so that it will be quite fast. Otherwise, we can migrate up to 250 gigabyte. But keep it in mind, a larger the size of data, the more time it's going to take, and it also depends on the bandwidth speed that is going to upload the data into the SharePoint Online. Now, the first step, once we have the network file share, we and the source path that we are going to migrate. Now, the next screen we have to move to the SharePoint Admin Center, and once you go there, on the left-hand side, you would have an option migration. If you go to migration, the first option you will see file shares. That is for migrating from a file server or a network's a file share server to the SharePoint Online or OneDrive Online. You also have other platform that if you are looking to migrate from Box, Stream, Google Workspace, or also Dropbox. But the limitation is 15 gigabyte on all the cloud platform, and 250 gigabyte we can migrate in if we have a data available in the network or file server. So once you click on View Task, first option you will see Download Agent, and I have already downloaded this into my system. All right, and it says now agent connected because, and here is this download agent, migration manager agent, which I have already downloaded. So the first thing, once you download it, it prompts you to provide the credential for the SharePoint administrator. Once you do it, it shows connected, and that reflect over here in the admin center itself. That shows agent connected. Now also, second is a file share path. So the file share path is the same that I just shared with you. This is the file share path and the migration folder, and inside of this I have only a single file. Now once you enter the path, it also recheck and validate the path is correct. Alright, so once you test it, if it's in green, you have access to this file share. That means it's all good, and we can now proceed to the next step. So the next step is we can copy this file share path, and we can move to the SharePoint admin center. Now add the source path. So this is first thing we have to do. So we are not uploading CSV, we are migrating, like for example, the whole uh, data, whatever we have inside a folder. Could be PDF, could be Word, could be Excel, could be MP3 videos, all kind of thing. Now we can enter the path of the source folder in the file server and add subfolders if there is, but I do not have any. But in case if you have a folder inside a folder, if there is a hierarchy, you could do the same, and you can check this box, keep it check. There is no harm of it. So it just scan the content to make sure they are not corrupted, and then it move ahead. Now let's do add. Okay, now if you go to migration, you will see it will show you here. Okay, we can. This is my old migration, so that's why it's showing complete. We have to add a task here, source and destination. Okay, single source. Single source is this is single source. Next, and we are going to migrate, let's say, into OneDrive online. Now enter the OneDrive URL or an admin or an email from where we are migrating. So let me enter my email itself. Okay. Now select the location you want to copy your file. So I created a folder, migration. Okay, and here I'm going to move this particular uh, data. Now run tasks now or later. So I'm doing it now. Okay, so common setting and all setting here. Thing is required, and here it asks perform scan only, perform file share permission. It's not required, and here you will have one more setting. Get file after created. Okay, task name. You could give anything. Um, server. Okay. So the rest of the things we can keep as it is, and let's run it. Now once you run it, it will show here, as you could see, this migration of file server. The second migration task has executed and waiting for agent. Now it's pulling up the data, and we will have a progress here, like 1 to 100%. Once it is, then it will migrate all our data into the OneDrive folder in online, uh, as in destination we had selected. And so while it's we are waiting, let me pause it for a while. All right, so uh, now as we could see, it's completed. It took 5 minutes approximately, but it's jumped from 0 to 1 and then 100%. But in some cases you will see it move from 0 to 1, then 25, 50. So it's not fixed the way of it progress. Now as it is completed and has moved the source file from the network to our destination in OneDrive. So if I go to my OneDrive migration folder where I had, let me refresh it and we can check. Okay, here it is. Now it has moved. It's 2 byte. It was very small file, 2 bytes only. That's why it took hardly a 5 minute. But if we have a larger data, and then it's going to take a lot of time. So this was all about the SharePoint migration from file server to the OneDrive Online, and that same applied to the SharePoint Online. You have the option to choose where you want to migrate, whether to OneDrive Online or to the SharePoint or to the Teams even, you can. So I hope this help you guys, and this can help you in the future if you come across any of such issues. So thank you again for your time. Have a nice day ahead, and bye-bye.